We are live. We're doing a special giveaway today. If you're just now joining, tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're working with. Can't wait to have you on here. We're doing a $500 giveaway of Lead Zolo credits and 2 free Deal Champs tickets. Real quick, we're just going to wait while I get this into our Facebook group because StreamYard made it a little bit harder. Let's share this bad boy. While you're waiting, tell me where you're from. Oh, wrong one. Let's get this title in. Do we have anybody on? What's going on, Garrett? Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Control V. There we go. All right. We're buying some lead. We're buying a lot of leads from Lead Zolo today. If you're here at the end, you're entered into a chance to win 2 free tickets to the Deal Champ Summit that we have coming up next Friday and Saturday. And on the next live that I do, you get to pick all the leads. You get to keep all the proceeds from it, and I'll help you close the deals too. So it's a hell of a deal for you. While we are getting everybody in here, we're on our Facebook. Hey, Michelle, Fresno. What's going on, Jay? What else we want? What other groups are we getting this into? There's another one. There's another one. And if you guys don't know, Lead Zolo is the best PPL company out there. They have been absolutely killer for me over the last year and a half. They've been amazing to work with. They have a great refund policy. And they hook us up with the best deals. And you always want the hot leads coming in. What's going on, Jay? All right, guys, can I share this screen? All right, so you guys know the drill. Here's what we are going to do. We do this every time. We want to be able to, who else we got on here? Porter Properties and one other. Again, at the end, if you're still on this thing, we're giving away $500 in Lead Zolo credits to where on my next live, you can hop on. I'll help you close the deals. You get to pick whatever leads they are, and I'll give you 2 free tickets to the Deal Champ Summit. All right, but first, we always got to sort by the states that we want. California is always number 1 for me. I don't know where Nevada, California is, but that could be one. Arizona, Colorado, Delaware. Florida's always good. Where's good old Georgia? I love the West Coast. Haven't had a good experience at iSpeed to Lead. Definitely interested in other platforms. Speed, I mean, you got to have a good refund policy. I like Lead Zolo because they're all just internet-based leads. I know Speed to Lead does a bunch of other different types of leads, but honestly, with Speed to Lead, you're going to get leads that are so cheap that you kind of get what you pay for, and so you should expect you may be getting just a little bit less than you thought, if that makes sense. Like when you're going with Speed to Lead, that if you're buying leads for 29 cents or $29, those can't be a lot of leads that people want. That's the hard part. What's going on, Raf? But Jay, I'd try it. Yep, but they had a decent return policy. Speed to Lead does have a good return policy. With Lead Zolo's marketplace right here, I think theirs is awesome because they're still really good leads for you. Oregon. If you guys are doing this and whatever lead you're going for, I'd tell you just go on the West Coast. Can I get this up? There we go. That sounds better. I like the West Coast. all of these are exclusive. So everything you get from Lead Zolo is exclusive. Like the exclusive stuff with Lead Zolo is another reason why I like it. Speed to lead. You can get exclusive stuff, you can get non-exclusive stuff. And in all reality, I would say statistically, no lead is exclusive. Most people are going to go and they're going to go to like 5 different websites to get it. Jay, you don't pick markets on Lead Zolo? No, I'm picking markets right now. So if you can see my screen, like I got Idaho. I do like Idaho. I do like DC. I do like Illinois. But like I stay away from Middle America. I just don't think we can make good money. Like I want to stay from Mississippi, Missouri. I'll take Montana. I want like Colorado and over. But no to Vermont, no to Virginia, no to West Virginia, Wisconsin. Like we've tried doing, well, Virginia's okay. But we've tried doing deals in most of these places. Arkansas is really slow. Connecticut, don't know. Indiana, I'd stay away from. Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan. Never do deals in Michigan. They're terrible. Missouri, Nebraska, New Mexico, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina is a good one. So if you look, these are all of the states we have: Arizona, California, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Nevada, Oregon, Wyoming, Washington, Utah, Texas, Tennessee, Idaho, DC, Illinois, Montana, Virginia, North Carolina. Jay, okay, so you'll get leads out of those markets with bids, correct? Yeah, these are just exclusive bids. Dylan, if you're still on here, if you want to hop on and try and close some leads, shoot me a text. We got to get some lives and we got to give away some Deal Champs tickets. I forgot to text you back today. I think you called me a passenger princess today. So I don't know if I really want you on. Let's see. All right. So we got all this, right? These are the leads. And then we have, they have a lot of leads right now. So the next thing I'm going to filter down, I don't want on market. I only want, I think this is like a cold call system. I would probably stay away from those. Yeah, I'm staying away from cold call leads. You don't want those. You want good internet leads. Good internet leads is what we're going for. So with all these, right, I got Georgia, Texas, Arizona. And your average price buy-in is going to be like 130 bucks. Let me just show 100 per page. So we got a lot. Honestly, there's a ton here. This is more than we usually have. And the lower you go, like these low priced ones are priced low, number one, because they're so old. And number two, because they are in a weird place. One thing I like to do is I'll take this, I'll copy all this, copy, paste. I'll throw all these into ChatGPT. And then from there, please list out every county population. So now I'm seeing right here, Fort Bend, Texas has 854,000. And so now I have all of the data I need to go off of. Let me see if I can share my screen. Let me present this to you again. So look at this. I just took all of those properties. I was like, hey, throw all this in there for me. Tell me what the median approximate populations are of these counties. So it shoots me the populations. Now I know, okay, list them from highest to lowest, please. All right, so now I'm using AI. Awesome. So now I have the highest and the lowest. As I get down into, oh, it's messing up a little bit. But like these 40,000, don't want those. It obviously looks like the ChatGPT is messing up a little bit. But now I know which ones I want to and which ones I do. Why do you ask for the population of each county? I want to ask for the population of each county because I don't want to go after a county with a population less than 500,000. So like Michelle, I think Fresno, California and Central California is the best place in America to do deals because you have two things in your favor. You have share screen. You have the fact that it's a really, really high price point to where like it's like 350 to 450 is the median. So that means your assignment fee is going to be 35 to $45,000, and it's not hyper competitive. You may get some lower price pointed stuff, but you're not going to be doing deals and then kicking your head up against the wall, having to deal with like shit boxes. And we canceled one today in Illinois and we canceled one today in Alabama, and both of them essentially the sell, and this is, you guys see my stuff on Instagram, the sellers lied about the condition of the property. All right, let's get this good. um Dylan will probably hop on here. The reason we do this is because now I don't have to worry about if a seller lies to me, because in Fresno, California, if a seller lies to me about the condition of the house, there's room to renegotiate and they know they lied. If I'm in, like, the house we canceled today was in like Sluga, Alabama. We had it for 34. This is the one where they're like, yeah, my mother lived in there like a year ago, and then there's no toilets in there. We can't do a whole lot of negotiation there. I think we told them we had to be at like 15. I'd have to check. You're not getting anything out of that. Like, there's not going to be any up or down on that one. It is all just straight like, hey, it is what it is. Either you want it or you don't. And the 20,000 is a big deal. On a $300,000 house, 20,000 isn't a big deal. That's why. So Harris. So we got a bunch of these in Texas, which is awesome. But then, so Peach, Georgia. So I want Harris, Texas, right here. Let's buy this bad boy right now. So we have this one in Harris, Texas that we just bought. Bam, there's a new lead. And I like to buy them as I'm seeing them, because if we don't, someone else may buy them. This is the best time of the, like, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the best time to get leads. Cook, Illinois. And so, Michelle, like, I'll show you why I choose this. Cook County, Illinois, Chicago. That's a hell of a market for us. I know we can get deals done in Chicago, and there's a lot of buyers in Chicago. I'm not in the business of like trying to make deals happen. I just want buyers to want my deals. That's the biggest thing. Right? So we have those two leads. Let me pull these up. They go directly into our CRM, which is nice. They automatically start getting text messages. It opts them in automatically and everything else. So we got Bruce right here.
Battery 100%. Connected to mothership.
Let me know if you guys can hear me.
Connected.
Can you guys hear me? Did we lose our people? Where are we at? Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me on Instagram and Facebook. All right, sweet. Thank you, Porter Properties. All right, here we go. Let's hop in on this. I will change my number every time just a Texas phone number just to be safe.
Connected to mothership.
We always triple dial them. Always triple dial them. So this one's on the outside of Houston. When they don't answer for the second time, send them a text. You try calling again, and again you can refund these. But I'd say most of these leads will pick up within 30 days. You'd be amazed how many times you have to call people to get them on the phone for the first time. And if you are watching this, do not forget to get your tickets to the Deal Champs Summit. Let's go. All right, so we got no pickup from that guy. No big deal. He'll get a call again in a minute. All we do is we just move on to the next lead. As you're looking at these leads, always, always, always buy them when you see them. If you see a good one, just give it a buy because you never know what's going to happen. So now our other lead that we got, it should be, name's EJ. Looks like it's in at least the county of Chicago. And I like calling places where we have phone numbers, and I have a phone number in Chicago. Easy, fast offers. Whenever it's a Google number, I'm not giving them a bunch of calls because that means if they got the call, they heard the name and they didn't pick up, they're just blatantly trying not to take our call. Which, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. So now let's get our screen shared again.
Disconnected.
So now, like, I got Nevada, California. I want to see this population. That's brutal. We're not going to move a deal in Nevada, California. Doesn't really show us a map, but even though that is in California, like we own some property up by here. You're not getting shit up here, dude. There's nothing moving over there. So that, Michelle, if you're still on here, is why we want to look up and see. That's fine. What other places we got? Marion, Oregon. 346,000 in Oregon sounds good to me. And that's like $65. So I want to play the arbitrage of population. Look, I was too late. Someone else got it. So that's why you got to buy them when you get them. We missed that one in Shelby, Tennessee, too. Davis County, Utah. This one probably isn't too bad. So whenever again, we don't want to just blow our leads. We don't want to just spend our money. But Davis County is a really good county. So let's buy that bad boy. So we bought the other one that we wanted. Another one in Nevada. I'm telling you right now, real estate on the West Coast is so much better. And Lyon County is really small. Yeah, we're not going to get anything out of that because there's just not as much real estate over there. Whitfield, Georgia. Usually, when they last this long, they're not the best. But getting these, it's almost worth paying for these ones up here. Like, so this Lamere, Colorado, because Loveland, Fort Collins, 370,000 people in the county. I'll take that one too. Colorado's a great place to do deals. What's going on, my man? How you doing? All right. Where is our CRM? Again, we have leads already getting texted and called. Hey, Zeno Butt, will you come here, dude? All right. So we got Livermore, Layton, Utah is a great one. The guy's name's Hamza, so that's probably not the best, but let's see what happens. Having a hard time with these ones. No pickups. So what do? We send them an SMS. Good to go. Not the end of the world. All right, so there's, geez, man, we've been striking out today. So this one's in Livermore, Colorado. Let's see where that is. So I looked at this. It's up on the outside of Fort Collins, and there's absolutely nothing around. Like there's nothing over here. Let me see if I can share this. This will be good for you guys to see. This is what you guys want to avoid. So like look at this. This is where this place is. There's really not even that big of a point in calling this lead because not even an ovation is working because I think it's showing me this little fucking shack. And I can look at the lot lines a little bit right here. Yeah, we don't want this. This is just essentially playing the marketplace as a little bit of a gamble. And I made the wrong, and I took a gamble on Fort Collins. It looked a little sparse. I essentially just lost 150 bucks, but it's worth it. I Even if this is like a hotel, dude, the odds of me finding a buyer for a hotel in Livermore, Colorado, that looks like it's about an hour outside of Fort Collins, 2 hours outside of Denver, are slim to none. So we just move on. Let's get back to our marketplace. What's going on, J Money? All right, here we go to the next one. We got a lot in Texas, Churchill, Nevada. Bexar, that's good. That's San Antonio. So we bought this one in San Antonio. Broward County isn't bad either. And for 65 bucks, that's really good. Oh, what's wrong, dude?
It was someone else who asked me to call back.
There you go, my guy.
Hey, Mom, someone called Dad.
All right, so here we are. We got those two. Let's get these bad boys pulled up. The one in Broward County should be an absolute home run for us. Hollywood, Florida, and San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas is a layup, if you guys didn't know. Absolute layup. Always switch my number to a Texas number. And it sounds like this guy we got to skip trace. Man, we've had a rough day at it. Hello? Damn, guys, we are having just terrible luck, aren't we? Oh, this woman's name is Olga. Wish me luck. Good God. God damn, guys. We're getting shut out really hard. Really hard. See how much cash we have left to buy with. That is fucking insane, guys. One more dial. Hi, Olga. This is Stratton. Can you hear me? Awesome. You reached out to us about selling this house on South Ocean Drive. Are you still interested in selling it? It's a condo. Gr- I love it. And how much were you looking to walk away with when you sold this one? Honestly, I don't even know yet. Not until I wrote a little bit more about it. How long has it been on the market? Okay. What was the reason you reached out to us if you have a realtor? Oh, I see. Has it not hit Zillow yet? I'm trying to look for the photos. What unit number is it? Let me see here. There we go. Awesome. I mean, what was the reason you're even interested in selling this one? Okay. And what was your HOA? Okay. And when was the last time you had an assessment? Okay, you just pay off the other one at closing. I think, ma'am, we're gonna have to pass just because of the HOA. I don't know if we couldn't rent it out to where what we thought we could like be profitable. Yeah, that'd be tough because our mortgage would still be pretty high at that with everything else with insurance and the HOA. Okay. And how much did you want for that one? Could you text me that address and we'll give it a look? Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Olga. Stratton. And I'm with Easy Fast Offers. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Olga. Bye. All right, we're not doing anything with that terrible lead. It is not Lead Zolo's fault that that's a terrible lead, but here's why I wouldn't personally waste my time with this lead. Number one, it is a listed lead. Number two, it's listed by the realtor, so we're not going to make any money there. Number three, it is completely remodeled. Number four, we condos in Florida are hellholes unless someone wants to essentially give them to you. We have kicked in our own teeth so much trying to move these condos to where if she's like, "Hey, I think it's comped at 465." If she's not giving it to us at 200 grand and it's brand new, we wouldn't make any money. And it's only like 1,000 square feet, but that's just the nature of the beast. These things never move. They condos are just terrible. So I tell you to stay away from them. And because we've had them really good ones last year, we had a really good one locked up. It was in a older community, like a 55 and above community, but it was a great lead. Um, we couldn't get anything out of it. Kalani tried reaching out to tons of people. We did investor lift, investor base. Even if we would have done an ovation, I don't think it would have really moved. That's how bad that one was. And so with that one, like I would say just move on. I don't necessarily need to make an offer on that because I just know it's not going to benefit us in any way. So stay away from condos. Stay away from condos for sure. All right. Next lead. We got one pickup so far. Where's this one? This one's in Livermore, Colorado. Let's see where that is. Oh, that's that one. Nope, don't want it. And it's okay to sort out your leads if you get one and it's like, hey, I can't do anything with this, even if it says it's worth one thing, finding the buyer is another thing. Whenever you're doing marketing, you're going to have a certain amount of like no net lead, like of net leads and then leads you can't do anything with. Even if you're running your own PPC, we run our own PPC right now. We got probably 8 leads this week. And I would say 3 of them we couldn't do absolutely anything with. One of them was like a trailer in a park up in Oakhurst, California. And then that's that woman texted me saying that her property is going to be listed soon. And good on her, but that's just not a property that we want. Oh, that was that one. All right, where is our screen? All right, now it's time for this one. Arizona is always a super hot place. If you guys can get leads on the West Coast, I personally think I'm comfortable with the West Coast. I know that the West Coast is has a crazy growth rate. Like Florida was having a crazy growth rate, but this is why we look. We ain't got shit out here. Not a goddamn thing. So we'll pass on those. DC. So DC could be really good. We'll see if this is great for us or if it's bad for us because DC market has essentially been a bloodbath ever since it ever since Trump got in office. You see a bunch of like there's a lot of housing stock up. Hi Gillette, this is Stratton. You reached out to us about selling us your property. How you doing? Awesome. Were you still interested in selling it? Great. And how much were you looking to walk away with when you sold this one? So this one, yes, ma'am. Okay. And when you say he, who's he? Okay. Awesome. So you guys are selling this together? Oh, wow. 90, huh? How old were you? You sound amazing. We talk to a lot of older people and they don't sound very, you sound amazingly sharp. You'd be amazed. Awesome. Can I just share with you quickly how these calls go with our clients? Great. So everybody wants to know these three things, right? How much we can get them, how long our process takes, and what our process looks like. Am I missing anything? Great. And just in order for me to figure out whether or not we can help you guys out or not, I'm gonna have to ask you guys a bunch of questions. Some of them may even come across as personal. Is that okay? Great. And then by the end of it, my entire goal is just to help you make a yes no decision on whether or not it makes sense to work with us. Yes is good. No is okay too. If at any point in time I feel like we're not a good fit, I'll let you know. Likewise, I want to feel comfortable doing the same thing. Is that okay? Great. And then if the price doesn't work for you, again, I'd just like you to let me know. But if we can agree on price and everything else that's important to you, would you be able to commit to working with us? Great. And then could I just share with you my biggest fear? You sound like an amazingly kind person. And the nicest people who we talk to try not to hurt our feelings. And they tell us they need to think it over instead of telling us no because they want to let us down easy. I promise you, you can just tell me no. Is that okay? Great. So, I mean, ma'am, what was the reason you guys were even interested in selling this one? Okay, so this one's a completely vacant building. Do you know how long it's been vacant? Oh, wow, a little over a year. Do you know if he's had any break-ins? Oh, wow, okay. 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 And do you know how big it is square footage wise? Almost 1,200. And am I looking at like a condo? Is it a split? Is it split in half? Okay, so semi-detached. There's another home on the other side, and I'm looking at a brick building just so I know we're on the same page. Okay. And what else have you guys done to try and sell this one so far? Okay. Why didn't you guys just sell it to the same person you sold it to before? Uh-huh. Oh, geez. Hmm. And how long ago was that? So about 2 years ago. And where did your husband get this price from at that 385? I see one that sold at 463, but that one's 2,000 square feet. That because I was like, okay, because pulled it up and I was like, oh, this might make sense, but it's okay. We can keep going. So you think it needs a new roof, new electrical, new plumbing? Oh wow, okay. And how soon were you guys looking to sell this one? Like 30 days, 6 months, a year? Okay. And then Mr. Humphrey, he's just tired of being a landlord and he's getting a little bit older. Uh-huh. Does he not want to sell all of them? I mean, we could buy the ones with tenants. The Toper law, even on a 19-unit apartment complex? Jeez, I couldn't imagine one of those tenants could buy something that expensive. That's backwards. No, we buy a lot in California, and I thought their laws were crazy. That's insane. Oh man. What other ones do we have that were vacant? Yeah. Oh man. I mean, ma'am, I think one thing that would be easy, we would love to buy all of the vacant ones from you if he wanted to sell them. Do you have all the addresses or anything like that? Do you have an asking price for every one of them? Are in a little bit less desirable. We can just call it less desirable neighborhoods. We can less desirable neighborhoods, the cuts, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And Would I ever be able to talk to him? Is he able to speak? Awesome. To see how it goes. Mhm. And what did you say what else you've done to try and sell this one? Mhm. And is he pretty stuck on that 375? Yeah. And he's just not budging? He's like, "I don't care." Mhm. I mean, I'm positive we can get it done in 30 days. I am also positive that I'm if it needs new plumbing, new electrical, and a new roof, couldn't give you 375 or else I would get fired because 'cause we'd lose money. Um, so the next thing would be, what would be the number that your husband would just be happy with of like, "Okay, I can do this," and it sounds like you've tried talking to him and he's just not budging at all. Because what I see is sometimes someone will tell you that they'll give you that a number that we know doesn't make sense, and then 2 days before closing, they're gonna come back and say, "Hey, I can actually only do 300,000," and they're just gonna try and cut you out at your knees at the last minute. Really? Yeah, because I could for sure close in 30 days, I could get the team to approve a certain number, but I don't wanna waste your time and tell you, "Hey, we could do 375." Then I have to send over a couple contractors over there to get bids just for them to tell me what I already know, that the house needs a lot of work. Did you have another property that he was thinking about selling that was at a different price that maybe wasn't that was a little bit reasonable? I just want a I just want a reasonably priced property. I'm um, it'll cost you probably 35 to 45 bucks a square foot to fix this one up, so probably If it needs everything, $45 a square foot a time. So 45 to $55,000 is typically what we see for a house that's that big that needs those types of things. Is what we're looking at. And I just know that out the gate because we do so many of them. Um, so it's just okay. How could we buy it, invest that much money into it, and then still make a couple bucks so I can feed my kid dinner tonight? That's all. I'm not asking for much. I'm just trying to feed my family. We just got to do what we can to get the kids fed. Just see what he's talking about and say, "Hey, these guys would like to buy the whole portfolio if possible. We understand that you want to do one at the beginning, but we're in the business of doing it right the first time. And the last thing we want to do is tell him he's going to get one price and then come back to him and say, hey, we need to retrade because we got into the house and it needs more work than we thought because we like to put our best foot forward. The last thing we want to do is drag him out. You know, we're just trying to feed 7-year-old little boys. Just tell them all we're trying to do is feed our 7-year-old little boys. That's all. Awesome. Thank you. And when you call me back, if I don't pick up, it's just because I'm with that 7-year-old little boy at swimming lessons, but I'll call you right back. All right. Thank you so much, Jolette. I hope you have a wonderful night. All right. All right. That one is a solid lead for us. We'll move that one over to due diligence. So, where's our page? Great learning lessons on this one that you guys need to notate. I would tell you first, you do not want to. Who's this? Whoever this Christopher Ransom is. Um, the first thing you want to do is you don't want to necessarily nail yourself down with the person who isn't the decision maker. So the person who isn't, she called on behalf of her husband or her significant other, but she can't actually make the decision by herself. So I'm not trying to like throw out hard numbers, but I'm not trying to like waste my time and her time. Be like, oh yeah, like when we go back and talk to the team, blah blah blah. I can tell her straight up, hey, that number is not gonna work at all. Like it is not gonna work. It's gonna be really really tough to make happen. The reason it's gonna be tough is because you listed out this, this, and this, and these things cost us about $50,000. And the house that your husband saw is 2,000 square feet. Your house is about 1,000 square feet. And so like I'm just bringing facts to her, and she's like, oh, okay, I see. And then we still got all of the numbers. What am I gonna say? I still got the offers that she got from the other people. So I was like, okay, hey, here's what I'm looking at. This is what this is. And then she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I see that. So that goes, what's going on, Grego? We got to feed the kids, bro. You know, we got to feed the kids. And you want to make the people laugh. If you can insert humor into your sales calls, they'll go significantly better. Um, but with that, I never, ever, ever want to deal with just her. And that's why I was like, hey, when can I talk to him? She's going to talk to him. The next phone call, I'm like, okay, great. Do you care if I hop on a call with him? And then we talk to him. We move that ball forward. But the reason you don't want to blow it up altogether If someone is 90 years old and they have 20 properties they're looking to offload and they all need work, you should be able to make some money somehow, in my opinion. Like, if the guy isn't just absolutely dead set on stupid prices, we should be able to make something happen. Did we have any questions on that? I see that we got some random hater on Facebook saying that nobody makes money on flips. Who is this guy? Some bum. Block him. Ban him from the group. Block the dude. There we go. There we go. I love blocking people. I gave myself full permission to hate on people, by the way. All right, we have time for one more call. But that one was a great lead for us. What's up? What? You're good. Thanks, but you got 20 minutes. All right, let's get back to these leads. Let's share this one. But that was a great lead. That was a great lead, and that offset all of the other leads that we got just for the fact that if someone has that many leads, like that is that many properties, that's a huge W for us. And that's in DC. So all those houses, again, why we choose these good markets, all those properties are in high price pointed out areas. Grego, if you're still on here, I was looking at Delaware to see if there's any money to be made. Utah, Wyoming. All right, Nolan, Texas, Taylor, Texas. I don't ever want on market leads. If you're going to pay the money, go for off market leads, dude. And if you're going to do this and you're going on Lead Zolo's marketplace, buy the online leads. Unless there's like, hey, I need to get in my own market and I only want to be in my market and they have cold call leads available, I'd say cool, but you could probably generate those cold call leads for pennies on the dollar compared to what they can sell it to you for. But then like, ooh, this McLennan, Texas, where's this? This is the other property I was talking about. It's near it. So she's saying, hey, he wants 375 because one sold at 460. That one that sold for 460 was 1,900 square feet. Ours is like 1,100 square feet. Looks like McLennan's in Waco. That's not bad. That looks like a steal. Let's see what we got here. Brenda Martin in Robinson, Texas. Oh, this looks like a good one. Yeah, just outside of Waco. Great neighborhood. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Nothing. Man, these no answers are crazy. But again, the thing I love about PPL, you can get these refunded. We do run our own PPC and we get some no answers, but we can't get any refunds from Google on those. Nothing. Google doesn't give a shit. Okay, here's one in El Paso. El Paso is another good one. These ones down here, I mean, I just got 2 leads for the price of one. Carlos Mendez. Wow, looks like he already came to us in November, and Honey marked it as no activity in the area. Let me see. Oh, Jesus. We'll put him on a drip. But we already had this guy in our CRM. He's in like El Paso down by Mexico. All right, we got time for one more lead. Oh, I see a $14 one. Florida has been slow for us lately, though. So I don't want to say stay away from Florida, but I've been talking to some local investors down there, and they've been saying they've been getting their ass kicked too, flip wise, because we had a really good one from a partner the other day, and it was, I thought, for all intents and purposes, a home run. No movement. Not enough. Not enough. Shelby, Tennessee should be good. I don't know where it is, but it has 900,000 population. That's similar to Fresno. And if you're on here, who's still on here? Because I have a surprise for you. Let me see. Oh, one more lead to call. Cody, send me a DM on Instagram. We got one loyal guy, Cody Tarp. you're still here, Cody, send me a DM on Instagram. I got you. Man, not the best day. Oh, we just got a text message from someone. No answer. All right, guys. I got to take Xeno Butt to swim lessons. Who's the other YouTube person on here? If you are this YouTube person on here, send me a DM on Instagram at StratDaddy. And guys, don't forget to get your tickets at dealchamps.com. Use promo code CHAMPS for 50% off instead of the 20% off. We want to see you there. We'd love to have you there. All right, guys. I'm hopping off. Peace.